been the things today that you feel connect you to yourself? Like, what are the things that you love to do that make you kind of, smile and laugh and, bring joy to you?
I love talking to people. I love I'm such a like extroverted introvert. I really like relating is my favorite thing in the whole world. And whether it's like actually relating or having someone else or myself feel understood, even if it's not necessarily relating, I love that. I love writing songs. Writing songs is my greatest weapon in this life. It's my favorite thing in the whole wide world. And I also, honestly, the thing that I like love most in my life right now is like I love watching my little brother grow up. That's kind of like a complete segue, but
that's great. Yeah,
he's only a couple years younger than me, but he's like totally my baby. And so I'm like really trying to like cherish watching him like grow up. So yeah. Again, it's like all the like people connections. I'm like, I love the people in my life very much. Yeah.
Yeah. My younger sister's like 5 years younger than me. And so I remember like when she was born, I remember holding her and she's getting married in a month and she's 30 years old, 31 now. And it's just like such a, I feel the same way. Like she's like my baby and my baby's getting married. Like it's, it's a crazy feeling.
It's insane.
Yeah.
It's insane. Were you like an emotionally it's kind of an invasive question, I guess, but were you like an emotionally available older sibling?
I have a really good relationship with my sister and like she sees me that way as well.
Okay,
and
great.
So yeah, definitely. I would say I was.
Good.
And I would say that as she got older though, I kind of intentionally, I wouldn't say distanced myself, but I intentionally gave her space to build up those skills herself. And so I started. That's
smart. I'm not doing that with my brother.
Well, you still have time.
I'm not doing it. I'm like, Charles, how do you feel about everything?
Yeah.
That's actually very smart.
Yeah. I just realized over time where it was like, I didn't want her to wake up one day if I wasn't around or whatever it was, or even right now I live across, the world.
Right.
The idea that she didn't have the tools and skills herself. And I was really trying to help her build those tools and skills herself.
That's cool.
And I'm really proud that she's been able to do that. And it's taken years of doing that.
Sure.
But it's almost like it's almost like when you first start riding a bike, you have the stabilizers and your parent push the bike.
Yeah.
And then your parents stop holding onto the bike and you just have the stabilizer maybe fall off.
Totally.
And then you put the stabilizer and then they get taken off. But it isn't like your parent like pushing you on a bike like when you're 21 years old. And so I feel like with mentorship, with coaching, with anyone that I work with, like the goal's always like, how do they develop the tools themselves?
Oh, that's cool.
What kind of tools do you think you're wanting to pass on? Or what are the lessons that?
Oh my God.
Because there's only a 2-year gap. So
yeah,
you're like accelerating your learning.
Oh my God, I know. I really want, God, my brother is so much like me in my like worst and best ways.
Mm-hmm.
I just want him to like not beat himself up so much. I went through granted, I'm telling you that I still absolutely do. I don't, however, to the extent that I used to. I used to beat myself up into bad places. It was tough. Like I couldn't sit with myself. I couldn't say something that I was proud of because it would be every thought I had would be met with something else I didn't do. And I really want that for him, really, really badly, because I don't want anybody to beat themselves up the way that I beat myself up. Jesus Christ, it was exhausting. I can tell you firsthand, it's very exhausting. Nobody else should really have to go through that. I don't think.
What age was that? Do you think you were like the harshest critic?
Oh my God. I mean, I feel like it honestly just started, to be honest, when I started doing music and when I got signed like in June of 2022, my life changed a ton, because also I was working in a environment with a bunch of people who were choosing to be there and choosing to show up for me and choosing to help support and foster the thing that I wanted so badly. And I felt like I had big support. Like I felt like I had big guns behind me, which was a huge boost of confidence, and also made me want to work really hard to prove to everybody that believed in me and was investing time and money, let's be clear, into me, that I was worth it. And I don't know, I just felt really like uplifted, and I hadn't really felt that in a lot of like working situations before. I felt like everybody actually really cared what I had to say for the first time. And I had never felt that specifically in work. Never. So it was really nice to have that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. it's amazing, isn't it? It's like we're constantly looking again for that external, just kind of like
God,
stab.
always.
Like, just make me, and it's hard, and it's
always.
We're so programmed that way.
I write music for a living. Like I make songs for a living for people to listen to.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
You know what I mean? Like in a way, that's inherently that, and that's not to say that I don't do it for myself at all. I absolutely do, but like, you know.
Yeah.
I go to a concert to perform, not for people to not have fun and not enjoy it.
Yeah. What do you think that when you were, obviously you didn't go to college because you were trying to, get into the industry. You were just saying that when you were young, you wanted to, figure out the Disney thing or figure out this thing or whatever it may be.
Yes, absolutely.